Hi, everybody. 2 years ago, I had a channel where I play City Skylines. That was using the Xbox Game Recorder, and it was on a work computer. More recently, I used Shadow PC, and yeah, you had to pay for that. So now I finally bought a high performance computer. Half for work, my old computer is getting slow, and half for the game. And now I'm able to play it. I'm using Zoom, not Xbox Game Recorder, because for some reason it's not recording my mic properly. That is Xbox Game Recorder. And that's first part of the intro. Second part of the intro is what mods I'm using. So let me just show you. Options. So I'm using Harmony, which is, I think, mostly for traffic related mods, landscaping tools. Mostly I use it for the water, so I can basically despawn sewage because I don't have a river in this map, so I'm just using it to suck my sewage. Um, this I don't really use so much. Helpful if you have a really busy road and yeah, you don't want to have people crossing in the way of the cars. Themes, I use that sometimes. Like if you have a European map or something and you don't want European buildings, for example, then you would have that. But for this map, I'm using Boreal, I think. It doesn't really matter. Then you have Find Road Tool, which is about elevation, Road Anarchy, Move It Tool, Roundabout Builder, Traffic Manager. I should probably put this down to medium actually. And why is that in Germany? Miles per hour. And where's the thing for where is it? Lane management. Is it gameplay? Dynamic lane selection. There we go. And there. I forgot to set those up. Then we have that network multi-tool, which is a new thing. I've seen Biffa use it. Make loops, make curves, make slopes nice. And parallel roads. And network extensions is basically roads and stuff. Fine, that's that. Let's one last thing is I'm trying to work my city around the idea of a YouTube channel called Not Just Bikes, where he reels on about terrible America traffic and transportation infrastructure. So I'm trying not to build Stroads, which means busy roads that have zoning on them. In short, um, so far my only public transportation is cargo trains and bus routes. My bus routes are mostly along corridors, sort of. This is like a sort of a walkable distance. So I'm not doing it totally instead of cars, but in the areas where you would have areas where where the I guess the arteries are, I have over here. Really, the traffic likes to go through here, but I wanted the buses to have their own dedicated bus lane. If I turn this off, you'll see it's a bus road, which I actually still have to turn on these signs here because otherwise it doesn't. Otherwise, it lets everyone else through. Um, and anything else? So those are my bus lanes, bus routes. I don't have metro or trains except for this inner city train, which by the way is only connected up top to because I don't want to have more than one city limit spawning. It will be double the traffic. This is more of a traffic topic. And I have these sort of express lanes. They're not express roads. The highway ends abruptly here at the traffic light. Um, okay. So that's that. let me get on to the actual gameplay. So right now, what are we looking at? What's the agenda today? Demand is mostly for commercial, not heavy. Our traffic on the highway is heavily towards the, if you take a look at it, you can see we can't do lane by lane, but most of this traffic is heading into our industrial area. I made it a 4-lane asymmetrical so that, because I'm not sure how many are going to the cargo terminal, but not a whole lot. I don't know. I don't think it's all that much. I've been thinking about putting its own off ramp to there, but it's not just the cargo terminal, it's the whole industrial area. And this is the only connection to the city until here or here. That's on purpose, but it does sort of funnel everybody into here. So that's like sort of a issue with the roads and streets, not Stroads thing. It's very hard to build a hierarchy. At what point do you say that I'm out of zone? Because this road is 6 lane. I should probably downgrade the speed limit. Realistically, you'd want that to be 30 if it's not going to be a Stroad. So I wish the shift would carry it through to through all intersections, but it doesn't. Uh, shift control. Yeah, there's no automatic thing, and I have these very short blocks, but it doesn't matter because I'm not trying to build this area for um high traffic flow. It happens to be while the traffic is being funneled, but it's not meant to be a road. It's meant to be a street. So that's sort of the contradiction. This area, this industrial, I'm not so worried about the about it being used heavily because it's industrial yard. It's not residential. But this traffic is really getting to me. Actually, turn on this. Yeah, all the roads heading to the 6-lane road are congested because we have. I'm actually going to take off the yield system. If I click on this road and trash the now what does that mean? It shows you that we don't have any signals or signs on the road, and it's going to be up to the cars to decide who goes first. So it'll let more cars through the system, but again, it's still gonna still funneling them on this road. And the only reason I made a 6-lane road here is not because I wanted to be more to carry more capacity. It's because of the lane mathematics. That in order for the cars to know to split up basically to split the load on the road, you have to give them separate lanes according to how many options there are. Even then, you have to use a traffic manager tool to make it work. And this is a time traffic light. I could make this a roundabout. This side is not backing up. This side was backed up before, but it's already not backed up. It sort of comes in surges. So that tells me that it's not the fault of my road setup. It's just, I don't know, it could be telling me that my road setup is not good. But if you would actually average it out, it could be down basically fine. So not worried about this so much. I'm worried about this area, right? What is most of the traffic? It's most of the traffic here. I'm using this road. There's actually not. It's not like the whole thing is funneling. It's sort of radiating out of from this point. So these roads don't necessarily. This road, and specifically as you go further, these roads don't need to be as wide. But at least they can queue up. But where are they going? I didn't notice that. Where are they going from here? They're quite split. Most of them, with including the cargo, is going that way. But otherwise, it's a pretty even split. I wish you could do lanes or split directions when you want to use that traffic route tool. It'd be a lot more helpful. Um, I don't have a timer, a stopwatch on my Zoom recorder. I wish I did. This is getting ridiculous. Um, Roundabouts here wouldn't help. It's just queuing up for this light. If I put it on triple speed, you would see it moving more, but it's not okay. This area is not really that busy. But I do want to give it priority because this is an express lane, express road. So this is not backing up too much. It's this that's backing up a lot. And why is I think because I upgraded it, it messed up all the so I want one dedicated lane for that, one dedicated lane for that. In fact, I want that to be like there. Let me look again at over here. So if most of the passengers, if everything besides cargo is even split, but cargo which wants to go straight, so that would be the optimal, I believe. There's still the effect of the I guess you have to see it come down, but this is no longer packed, lined up. There's a lot of parked cars, which is fine because it's a neighborhood. Is there anybody coming to the aid of fire? Yeah, they just got put out. They just got put out. Fire station there, fire station there, and there, and there. Fire. Another interesting thing is, even though I don't want zoning on these express lanes, express roads, I am putting emergency services on them, which is, I think, a good cheat. Not exactly a cheat, whatever. It's a good. Next, after I sort out this, I have to decide how I want to expand because there's a lot more demand. This area is um, forestry. This area is farm. This whole area I made into a farm. This is just for a theming. I wanted to see if it would do the American theme. So I do want to expand the residential out in this sort of quadrant. Also up here, I want to do some high value coastal stuff. This is where I have that water thing. Because in the beginning of the game, I didn't realize that my sewage was just radiating out from here and getting into my water, and everyone was sick and dying. And I put like put like 10 clinics, and it wasn't helping until I realized that it was my water. So my power was fine. It was it was recycling the sewage. So yeah. So I got to figure out what was I saying? I need to figure out what I want to do. So because I want to radiate out into this quadrant, but I don't want to make it so much more big without putting in express road because I don't want more traffic formaling onto this road, which is not an express. It's sort of really this is the width and this is too wide for a neighborhood. I mean, a neighborhood is usually about this big in America, but with the anti-Stroad mentality, we need to downsize this. Otherwise, we're going to funnel too much traffic onto our high value area. The reason why I put so much high density here is because this is where the high value is, land value, and that's because it's the center of the area, and it happens to be services there. Already this traffic went down. Let's put it on regular speed. This is a normal speed for neighborhood. There's crossing everywhere. Where is the bus stations are all on the street, which is just fine. The only reason why this bus is, again, it's not going through here because I don't want it messing up this thing. But if I were to drag this here, it would still be, it would still wouldn't be there. Um, and I would even put both directions on this main road, but this is walkable distance, and I want to spread the service. The only while I'm on here, I wanted to check up on the yeah, there's way too many people waiting. I need to put like need to double that. That's gonna put way too much buses on the road. But if I get way too many buses on the road, I'm just going to change that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start thinking about subways. Let's look at this one. It has a lot. Yeah, I need to double that. Maybe even more. Let's look at this one. We have space, but the lines. Is there one that has like 100 on them? Oh, that's actually pretty okay. I'm gonna add 2 more buses. Should be fine. How about this one? This one is doing fine, looks like. Yeah, they have room. I mean, this is 27, almost a whole busload, but these are almost empty. So that line is full. Fine. Okay, where are we? So I just sorted out that. What was it doing? We have our highest demand is for commercial, but mostly for highest is for industrial. So it's time to think about offices. The question is offices, forestry, or farm. And let's look at again at my natural resources. We have ore over here, which you don't own the land for. Ore is over here as well. Can we take a wider look? This is not that much ore, but I don't need a whole gigantic area to extract it. I could just buy this area. I don't have any, I can't buy anything right now. But again, let's look here. There's more forestry here, but I already have a forestry area. So if I wanted to, also I have unlimited resources, right? So I don't think forestry doesn't cares about unlimited or not. Um, I might subsume this into residential and then put a forestry here instead. And I also don't want agriculture too close to the city. It's not really a pollutant. As you can, well, let's see. That's this is all forestry, but there still are pollutants. Oh, that's not because of forestry. That's because of my what do you call it? Let's put them out over here. Even though the service is going to be farther from the coal power plant, that's going to again radius is going to be farther from the what's it called it from the areas of benefit, beneficiaries. But I want to try to depollute that area. So let's take this. I mean, I made a forestry specifically because I had um arable land and because I wanted to get the pollution away from the residential area. Now we can fill this in. This is still polluting, but it's not right next to the that's gonna go down. It's still gonna be noise pollution from here, everywhere here, but and this road. This noise pollution, I gotta figure something out. I might do offices here, or I might do some sort of park. I don't have the park expansion pack. This guy's already, the power is already not getting to this extremity, but I have new power solutions. Let's put, what does this have? Noise pollution. Yes, 25 noise pollution. I don't know how that works. I don't know how this works, but let's pop it in right over here. Let's slope too steep because there's the mountainside. Say, oh, there's gonna be fancy people living there. So let's put it up over here. A little bit out of the way. But let's see how this works. I could move it later. I just want to, I just want it in. And I have plenty of power, but I might decommission some of these because coal is dirty. Yeah, I can't really afford to do much. But I could put if I put one of these in and take out. I go like this. If I decommission both of those, now I can put in a solar plant, and it doesn't actually give us that much. So maybe I should just keep oil plant. Fine. I'm not doing that because of carbon emissions. I'm doing that because of pollution and because of efficiency. The less facilities you can have with more output, that's what you want. I wish I had a groundwater treatment plant, but it looks like my water and sewage is getting thin. So let me put two of those in, link them up. They're getting power from this water-based power station. Do they have enough? I don't know. I'm going to assume they do. But I can do another one just because. Fine. Now let's put in more water source. Rocks there. I don't want to have rocks. Looks like I might be having, well, I almost doubled it, so Stroads growth is a little bit excessive, but I don't know. Fine. So I laid out my plans and issues, so I think I'll cut it here and upload a new one when I actually do some more real expansion and management. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.